Hey guys, I just want to check on the desktop system before we head over to the greenhouse. I changed out the nutrients last night and they're definitely getting big. I'm thinking I might need to start some new seeds soon. I'm gonna show Mom a picture and see what she thinks. Just pulling into the farm. I know for sure that we have to do the Dutch bucket beans. They need trained up the strings. And we're probably gonna plant some more tomato seeds today and do a couple other little odd jobs here and there. Oh geez, these did get big. Look, they're climbing on each other.
We gotta put bobbins up. And we're gonna use bobbins that have been sanitized. And they still have enough string that'll come down from the wire all the way down to the beans, which is good enough because you don't need to lean and lower these. It's a short-term crop. And since we put, what, 6 or so in each bucket, we got to add some fatal bobbins down to them.
Yeah, there's already a couple up there. But
yeah, and I'm going to reuse those ones for this crop. Okay, it's not too hard to do. You just have to get them to touch the string a little bit and they'll start climbing in themselves. So you have to do it very gently. And you can see these two are already wrapped around each other, so I'm going to put a couple on each string. Since we only dropped 4 down and there's like 6 or 7 in each one of these buckets, so you can train a couple of them to go on the string and they'll grow all the way up. But to start them training, you just have them touch the string. And you want to make sure you don't knock off the very delicate top part, the little tip there. Just have them just touch it, and by tomorrow morning they'll wrap themselves around it. It's really cool looking. So what I do when I first start and get into the bucket, I move all the bobbins around the best I can so they're not right on top of each other. And if you don't get them all trained today, you'd always come back in and get more trained. So see how these two guys were already on each other? So I'm just going to leave them together that way. So sometimes too, if you just get it around the leaf down at the bottom, that'll help. Really? It'll grow then? Yeah, it helps train it to go around it. One year I took a magic marker, and every morning I come in and mark where it was, and it was amazing how fast they grow up every day.
I remember that. Let's do that again.
Okay.
Very gentle. Okay, that was fun. Didn't take long. All right, you want to go start the tomatoes?
Sounds like a really good idea.
Okay.
Since I have my tomato seeds and I have 50 seeds there, I don't need this whole cube, so I'm going to break off. I'm going to go up to 60 because I usually give you a couple extra seeds. So with the oasis, you can just snap them, and that's all I'm going to use. These seeds are really little and really expensive. So I put them in my hand. And for me, there's still some more in there. It's easier to use tweezers. So I'm putting them into the Oasis multi-seed because that's the only one I ever buy. It's easier to use. And you're probably wondering, when I put these in the nursery channel eventually, how do I keep all the algae from going everywhere? I take another tray and put it on top and just cover up the back end of it.
I've been showing you guys this fennel, and Mom sold some to the CSA as kind of add-ons the other day. And the rest of this is just gonna be for us. So I'm gonna take some home and try some roasted fennel. I'm kind of curious about their roots. They've been in here for over 3 months, so I'm sure they're pretty big. Oh yeah. That's cool. I've never harvested these before.
Well, they're a pain because of these fronds. They get all caught in each other, so I usually just hop up between the channels and come in. I use my clippers, and I just clip them right off, because you can't pull them out like you do the others. And then you end up cutting these off. Oops, get the dead ones out. There you go.
Pretty. Thank you.
Yeah, you know what? These all have to come out, so let's just harvest them
Yeah, I'll
all.
take a couple more, please. Thanks.
See how they all stick together when you pull them out?
Yeah.
So I just cut them off on top of the channels here, and I'll get my garbage can and throw these out. Sometimes when I take these to the farm market, I leave those on because it looks kind of cool.
It does look cool.
Oh, good, and the sunshine's
That
coming
one's
out.
even bigger. Jeez.
Yeah, that's a big one from here.
They smell like licorice.
Okay, guys, I thought I'd show you one of Doug's tricks. Every time I get a clogged emitter, see nothing coming out, he got me some canned air. It's his idea. So he's told me to stick it in there for a little bit. And look at that.
Nice.
No more clogged emitter.
The second batch of endive that was in the control tunnel came out to the nursery. Here it is. And then the tomatoes aren't quite ready for the Dutch bucket still, but they're coming along. In this other nursery are some beet greens. Here's the cucumbers from the last video. They're definitely getting new growth on them. It always seems like it takes a while for the cucumbers to get going, but then once they start producing, they just go crazy. How many cucumbers do you usually bring to the farm market?
Well,
Like off that amount of buckets. Like how many do you usually get?
well, my inventory, 'cause every time I go to a farmer's market, I mark down everything that I've brought and how many of each.
Yeah.
So last year when I started the farmer's market, cucumbers at 43, 43, 42, 45.
So like each week you're
Each
getting
week.
like, okay.
Yeah, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yep.
Can you look at my picture I took of my desktop system? How many more days do you think I got?
I bet you have about another week.
So I should start some seeds.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Oh, you should have started seeds a couple weeks ago.
Oh shoot. Okay, I'm gonna do that tonight.
Yeah.
Hey Mom, you done?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, we're going outside. It's 50 degrees.
No way.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
50 degrees in Ohio in December. We don't get that very often. I'll show you guys their new purchase over here. This is a grappler bucket for the skid loader. And this will be really nice for moving around wood and stuff. Next week we have a wood processor rented for a day, so I'm kind of excited for that. I'm gonna film it and we'll be able to get a lot of wood done fast. We got a few trees down on the property, and that's gonna be Dad's job still for the next couple days, is pulling them out so we can get them up and turn them into firewood. So we're gonna be set up over here on this side of the greenhouse. That way we can just put the pile right next to the wood burner. But over here, Dad has a pile started. These have to be, I think, 10 or 12 feet long for the processor. And they go up a conveyor belt, and then it chops them, and then it splits the wood. He'll probably have his excavator log splitter going too, so should be a fun video. Oh, bye, Kian. All right, we just got home, and yikes. I want to get chores done before that gets here. There you go, kitty. All right, so I better get these seeds going, but I went ahead and first got the fennel into the oven. I just quartered it and cut it into chunks, and then I drizzled some olive oil and some balsamic vinegar on it. And it just bakes at 400 degrees for 40 minutes until the edges get a little brown. But Here I have the rock wool, and I already soaked it and rinsed it really well. And I'm going to plant 4 more of that butter lettuce that I already have growing downstairs. And then for the other 4, I swiped some bok choy from the greenhouse. So I called Mom, and she recommended that I do about 3 or 4 seeds per cube. So we're gonna try 3 and see how that does. And then here's the butterhead lettuce seeds. Just grab 4 of these. Those are easy. I'm gonna leave this upstairs in the kitchen so I can keep an eye on it and make sure the rock wool doesn't dry out. You don't have to worry about keeping it covered or anything. Okay, it's been 40 minutes. They look like they're done. They smell good. Nobody wants to taste this with me. So I've had raw fennel before, but never roasted like this. So I'm kind of excited. It's good. It's has a good texture. It's got a little crunch to it still, but I like it. And the licorice flavor isn't really there anymore. It's just got a nice subtle flavor. I'd definitely make it again. I'll be doing the first harvest out of the desktop NFT system here soon, so I'm pretty excited about it. And like I said, we're gonna be doing the wood processing video, and then we still need to get those tomatoes into the Dutch bucket system, so stay tuned for all those. I appreciate you guys, and thank you for watching.